Now it's time for
Buffalo Draft League Podcast!
So let's rewind here. Let's rewind here. Let's go way back to the beginning. How did this league come about? We have the godfather of the league, and it took us this long to ask. How did this happen?
Well,
wait.
The confusion here, I called Steve Arndt the godfather of the league because I thought this was his idea. I don't know if
Dude, I've had this idea for 20 years.
There's so many people that had this idea. Everybody gets butthurt about it.
Right, exactly. Let me set the record straight. I'm sure 30 years ago, someone had the idea.
I know. I thought.
Bottom line, like I've said before, like I've said to certain people that always get butthurt when they say, hey, Jim started before such a place did. The thing is ultimately it takes someone to come up with the idea and execute it, and it's a lot of work involved. And and that's what I did. I got on the phones. What brought me to wanting to do this is, I saw, the place that I started playing at when I was 14, 15 years old was pretty much down to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There are no teams on no nights, and
I was out. I was done.
And I was really fearful of the place closing down, and you know what? Yeah, I'm getting older, but I didn't want to stop playing. I love the place.
I was getting sick of playing with teams that were stacked, losing 25-2.
Well, that was my other thing.
And you're going there running around just for exercise. You had no chance. It didn't matter.
And I sat down and thought about it. I said, listen, okay, how do you defeat teams that are just really should be tournament teams?
And how do those teams have fun?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the fun then?
Anyways, that's another story.
But so they basically ruined all the leagues, and I said, all right, I looked at Thursdays. I was down to one team, the Tools. Well, two teams, but
we're not supposed to say that name no more.
After Tools. But so I looked at it and I said, Frank, here's my idea. And he says, oh, it's not going to work. Guys don't want to pay up front. I said, okay, maybe you're right.
Isn't he shocked?
I said, give me a chance. I said, let's offer it and give me a season or two. And I said, let's see how it works. So I got Mike and Scott, and I started recruiting people. And it was a small session, but the idea was there. And then
it was born.
Yeah, and I said, let's just start it. And then we started talking about it. We got the right people in there. And then Scott took a really big interest in doing the stats. The social media, not even that, but just fine-tuning everything. Like, hey, let's do draft boards. And then there was guys like Kevin Zackwitz. It's like, hey, you know what? I could broadcast this and do a ticker at the bottom.
Kevin did great, but don't forget, Paul and Mike once did a live feed of
true.
Was it the first draft?
That was the start of it.
That was the start of it. We were like, we can do this shit.
So ultimately, every year, it's me and Scott now that are, I'm doing the recruiting, kind of dealing with Frank. Scott's doing all the stats and the draft boards.
Pissing everybody off.
He's the badass now. It's great. But that's basically what is the core there. And then obviously Frank Lance have the place. But since the first or second season, we got guys that really have taken kind of like a vested interest in it. Guys like George Rack, guys like Paul Sanchez, Nick Favada, Donnie Rukoff helping with the cup. And like I said, we all joke and guys like to bust his butt or whatever. But Rick Halto, who is primarily just a Mineral Springs guy, really helped recruit guys that never even stepped foot into the building. And then they're like, wow, this is really cool. This is something different. Now we have a waiting list 14-person deep. We had two guys drop out last minute. Well, one was because they were trying to cheat, but the other one because he couldn't play this season. And we were able to fill it no problem. And that's a big thank you to everybody involved and word of mouth. And I was telling a story. I was at my cousin's funeral, And one of my other cousins brings up that he hears about this league that's a draft league, and it's fun. He's like, wow, he loves hockey. I'm like, yeah, that's our league. That's our league.
Nice.
That was just the coolest thing ever.
Nice.
So,
this podcast has to go public.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That should be the first one.
Is this Is this it, Mike?
But here's the thing.
Or is this the alcohol?
Here's the thing.
It's the alcohol.
The biggest thrill was when other places, which I have still proof, tried getting us to bring our draft league there.
Yeah,
And that's the biggest. And now they're trying to do it. God bless them. Hopefully it works out, but it's not as easy as throwing it up on the internet and saying, hey guys, let's sign up and make it work. It's a lot of recruiting. It's a lot of making sure people pay the money. It's a lot of people that stick with the teams and not bail because they're on a team that they don't want to be on. And it's also making it fun. It's a party atmosphere. Guys like Stu Monty, Bill Dungan, these guys are just great guys that are just making it fun.
Stop right there real quick. Stu, special shout to Stu. Stu is the one he's the originator of bringing the cooler. Bringing the cooler in. I never thought that we'd be allowed to do that.
The first session, I think it was the first or second session, him and his brother, they ponied up and got the pizza and wings.
Yeah, great.
And that's awesome, guys. And that's what I mean. All that stuff I remember, and I keep in mind the guys that, and that's why, when Rick Kelto asked me to, let him use our Facebook page to promote his draft league at Mineral Springs, a lot of guys were like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Well, I'm not afraid. Okay, we know what we got. We know how hard we work, and we try to make it fun. And now that it's not on the same night, and also I remember he helped me when I didn't ask him to. He got a lot of guys and I said, you know what? I didn't want to be a jerk and be like, hey, thanks for helping me. Oh, you want help? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Now, if Randy came to me like he originally did with his attitude, saying oh, give me your players, give me your league, because everybody else is. Well, then I probably would have been like, F off. But Rick came to me in a nice way, and I want to help the guy. That's basically all there is to it.
You don't have to worry about me going to that league because that place is too big.
Well,
I like Orchard Park because it's small.
One message, because I don't know if the guy sees it. I've heard of Chasen's comments about Orchard Park and everything. So, you know what? A, we don't ever want you in our building. That's fine. And B, the only reason why you stick up for Mineral Springs is because probably Randy's first.
So what I wanted to say was, I will say this about the Mineral Springs. I've played there. I don't care for floor hockey. Too old and slow to keep up with everybody there.
Too much
roller hockey, it's good there. But what I will say, as far as our league to theirs, looking at the roster that they have, what he's compiled so far, there's not many people from Orchard Park.
No. Good. So it's good. They got their own thing going.
I hope that they can get their own thing going, and we have our own thing, and we just live, shiny, happy
And by
people.
the way, don't think I haven't seen the comments that are giving us the praise that, and that's awesome.
That's good.
And guys sticking up for us, like Frankie Kites. I saw you sticking up for us.
And then he said he'd be a goalie over there, but he won't be a goalie on Thursday night.
That's
all
right. I like Frankie out on the floor.
You know what? That means a lot, man.
He played for me on Sunday.
Because honestly, at this point, especially in our lives, I really feel like this is a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And it does. Yes, we have fun rivalries, but at the end of the day, it's a social club, and I am so thrilled that every week I get to spend time with all you guys, and it's awesome. I look forward to it.
Beat the shit out of each other on the floor, and have a pop afterwards. It's all good.
And by the way, everybody's legs and knees should be okay this season because Mike Monteith's not being in the draft.
I don't know. You got Paul Sanchez in the league.
Paul Sanchez is still in the league. Is this where the clip of Paul Sanchez chopping Nick?
I'll call myself up.
Nick, hey Nick, how's your knee?
Yeah, yeah. We're working on getting Paul out next.
Paul, I love you, man. When Paul's on the bench during that, he's like, "What am I supposed to do? They're stepping into it."
No, he didn't.
And then I watched the video. I'm like, Nick didn't move.
I love Paul.
That's funny.
He's great. I started playing with Paul years ago because I got sick of getting chopped.
Oh, dude, that's That's what
I
I
did the
said.
same thing.
That's how I met him.
That's how I got wrecked.
I don't think I've ever played against him, so
Yeah.
Sunday nights will be fun, Paul.
I started to have a rack on my teams too because he was the one guy that could yank me down with one arm. I said, "Okay, you're playing for me now." And by the way, this king of the rink thing, can we do something for guys like me that just show up? Come on.
30 games in a row. You got to make 30 games in a row.
I don't know what he was talking about, but it could be the fireball. I'm just saying.
Oh, we did take 2.
What's so hard to understand about that? If you make 30 games in a row, you win the pot. If they pick your name. Okay, Jim. What's your predictions for the rest of the season?
I believe in my team, and I believe that we will face Pink Sox in the finals.
Oh shit, that would be bad for me because I picked them to win. What do I do?
I just believe in our team. I think Pink Sox is a really good team also. If I took myself out of it and I had to pick 2 different teams,
There you go.
I would say Pink Sox versus
I know, it's hard to think, like...
I know.
I don't remember who goalie is.
Listen,
What?
I know they lost, but the Rippers are a pretty good team.
So you
See, I thought
think.
you were going to go Cobra.
How many points did Nick Pavard have yesterday?
Was he trying to play defense? Is that what happened?
Oh,
No.
no.
Jim.
Sorry.
Taking shots.
Sorry.
A while back, Jim, we were discussing ownership of the place.
Yes.
We have discussed this in the past. What was on your mind? What do you want to own? Where would you want to own? Is it obvious? Is the answer right in front of us?
Well, I think the answer is right in front of us. I mean, it would be great to own a building. I'll be honest, the rink is the way it is.
I
It's not
like
worth. Yeah, but if
The only thing I would
if
do-
you look at the roof, the parking lot,
Well, yeah, the infrastructure.
all the, it's not
Infrastructure
worth
is
what
worth it.
Frank's going to want for the place. But if you're going to essentially locate it, would be someplace in West Seneca maybe. And
I
what
told
would
you
be
where,
nice,
buddy.
what would be nice
Isn't
is
that like this?
have 2 rinks, one that's a full size rink,
He
and
needs
then
his
one that's a
lighting.
smaller rink. So you kind of play to the older and younger. And also, you could use the larger rink for soccer and a lot of other things. I
You
would love to do
realize you're
something
just
like
giving
that.
people ideas and they're going to steal it.
Okay, well,
Just
then
like the draft league?
And then cut all this out.
Yeah, I don't know how this fits into it.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it out.
I do like the conversation of it though because
We'll cut all
like
that
we
out.
talked about it before,
Yeah.
and I said West Seneca, where Kmart there,
No, but
tops,
as far-
that
Did
vacant
you know
land
he
right
has
there.
that big lot like in the back outside
Yeah.
those doors?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he has so
You
much
put a
land.
volleyball net there.
I've told that to
You can
him.
put a volleyball. A
Yes, he
sand
had
pit
so many
volleyball.
ideas.
Cassie was gonna at one point build a whole new rink back in the back,
And then you
do,
make
like,
that a
sport
real
court.
bar.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple things. There's more. And Frank's not wrong with that. I actually inquired. You could add this too, so everybody knows. I inquired about. I said I would actually take a loan out and build a bar in the place for him, and it would be my bar. You know.
He doesn't want the liability. Though.
Yeah. Well, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's all about the zoning board. And Orchard Park is very difficult, and that building was not zoned for a bar.
You can
So-
get like a liquor license for a special occasion.
You can, yeah, you can get like a
Frank can
temporary
do that.
license.
One way they get around that is serving draft beer.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
You did say, well, I remember a long time ago.
Players
like,
committee-
We should buy that place.
Players
Dude,
Committee, why don't you do a fundraiser
Oh,
and let's all chip in and buy this place, and then we can do what we want.
We can round those fucking corners off. That's what we.
You know, we can make this.
Dude, they can be
Listen,
just
I
round it.
got it. You know how there's the Ironworkers, the Knights of Columbus? Well, there could be the League of Gentlemen floor hockey,
League of Gentlemen.
personal.
you sound like rack.
I was thinking Buffalo
No,
draft league.
It's a Buffalo draft
Yeah.
league for sure, but
I need to trademark
you
that.
can get a
I think.
license
I think you do. You should
to be
get on
a
that
private club.
You should get on that shit, Scott.
Mike,
We-
if you do that for me, I'll give you all the money, whatever you need. I'm lazy.
We can do a
I'll
private
do
club.
that shit, and like you're part of that forever then.
So I just gotta
Figure
get,
out how-
I just
how
gotta
to
get
do
the DBA. Is that what that
I don't know.
Yeah, DBA.
Cut all that shit.
Dude,
out.
I was
So
honestly
Shelley does
thinking,
get on
like,
this.
if I like ever like just came into money or some shit, I'm like, I would fucking be like, dude, I'm starting this. Because you could do this shit for ice hockey, roller hockey, everything.
Draft leagues.
Yes.
Yes, there's
Just Buffalo
honestly-
Draft League.
I honestly,
And honestly-
I'm not gonna lie. I think we're very lucky with the 88 dudes we have.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's talk about the
Guys,
refs.
guys.
Officiating.
It seemed to be a big
Officiating.
hot button issue.
I have a totally different opinion than you, I think. So let's see what you say.
I'm going to be neutral about it, but
When Caldero looks like a good ref, you know the other ref is not good.
All right, look it. Here's the deal. Refs are refs. They're
Yes.
making $11 a game. $11.
I don't even know if they make that.
Exactly. Give the motherfuckers a break.
No, absolutely.
They're not
I'm still
great.
looking at the goddamn
They don't
screen.
care. They don't go to
Yeah.
school for refereeing.
No, I agree. I agree. But make an
pretend
effort.
like you fucking hit a goalpost on a
Yeah.
bad fucking call.
You gotta make
what
an
the
effort,
fuck are
though.
you gonna
All right,
do?
I'm gonna be part of all the players. Here's what the players are saying. We pay a lot of money to play in this league. Give us some good refs.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
Are they that bad?
they're pretty bad.
I don't know where this new guy came from, but in our
came
game,
from
he
the
missed
kids'
3
league.
offside.
Well, here's the deal.
I was told that he was an older guy who
He is
did
older.
the kids
Inside
league.
info right here. In a face-off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jim. I apologize. I asked him, I said, so how many games are you going to rep? And he's like, probably just a couple. I'm just filling in for someone tonight. That's what he told me.
That's
Is he-
not what
Yeah,
Frank.
he won't be back.
That is not what Frank told me. The first night, I'm getting 90 messages from people about how this guy doesn't even blow his whistle or talk.
Look, it's his first
So-
game. Even if he's there more games, it's his first game. He's not going to
You can't
fucking
help-
just start
I
calling
agree.
people. He's not going to be
I'm
like,
not-
oh, you fucking.
He's
not
gotta get
gonna
the
call
feel
it a
for it.
bit.
I
He's gotta get a feel
understand.
for the
I
league.
understand, but
You know what
Frank.
he's probably doing, and this is bad. He's probably feeding off of Joe and what Joe does. So he's seeing what Joe does, which isn't good.
Okay, absolutely. But when Joe has more personality than someone, that's a problem.
Well, refs
By
don't
the
have
way,
that
I
personality.
think Joe.
When
Is Joe
when
watching
Frank
this? Is Joe on
when
this?
Frank,
Does Joe watch this?
This ain't
I just
going.
gave Joe credit. It has to go in.
It can't.
This is great. I don't care.
just
I say it
fucking-
like it is. Off the
I'm trying to
cuff.
get this guy to go public. We gotta be chill.
This is public.
Jim Schott is
Let's-
fucking bringing
this is-
Great fire.
This is gonna be an extended shot. I'm just telling you.
I'm telling you
I'm
right
like,
This is gonna
now.
be
No
extra
way.
footage.
Like,
You can't make a 30-minute
All that
podcast.
pre-crap, we don't need that. Like this is gonna be extended.
No, you're
cut.
totally right. We cut it short, and then like a day later you put
No,
out.
I mean, like I
we
said-
debated about this, but here's some extended footage. of
Listen,
Jim Schott.
listen.
I will
love-
do that. It'll be unlisted. I'll
yeah.
send it to you both. You guys both watch it.
We'll
If
watch
you
it,
approve
we'll
it,
make
it
sure.
goes
I
up.
approve all of it. I'll
And
say it right
we'll,
now. Listen,
how much
I'm
did
not.
we get this motherfucker to drink?
Listen,
He had
I'm
2
fine.
shots,
I'm
man.
fine. No, I will say this. Okay, Frank is
This
a great.
is the commission.
Frank is a great guy. Okay, awesome guy. He allows us to do pretty much whatever we want.
Nobody else would have done this.
No one else
No,
would have
they
done
wouldn't
this.
let
Mineral
I got a
Springs
good
would
thing.
not
They would not
allow
have
this
beer there.
Had Frank
Absolutely.
not already done it, in
Clean up the
5
beer
works.
cans.
Where Frank is a problem is sometimes he's stubborn on stuff. One of them being certain people that he thinks is good at doing stuff when they're not.
Keep looking at that.
And he's got a great heart, and I don't see him ever getting rid of people just
Put it
because
up right underneath the
we.
camera. Put it underneath the thing.
I don't know, I just
Just
think they
because
stop
the
it.
majority of the people don't like somebody, he's not going to get rid of them. And it's commendable. Everybody wants a boss
He's
like
very
that.
loyal, right?
Someday I wish we can somehow convince him maybe, hey Frank, guess what? Besides letting me do the stats so there's no issues with spelling and random people getting
And we'll see if that happens, Jim. I like
points
that
and stuff,
challenge.
yeah, maybe he'll allow us to hire our own refs. One less thing he has to worry about.
Yep.
But until then, guys, you gotta understand, there's only so much we can do.
And if we get our own refs,
Yeah.
it's not going to be $11 a game.
Right.
Remember that. It's going to be $160 per player for the league.
Right.
The
Right,
price is
because
going to
they're
go
gonna
up.
want more.
And that's fine.
I actually have someone that did the World Juniors that I went to high school with. He's a friend of mine. I probably could get him. Yeah, he did the World Juniors
But-
ice hockey. He knows his shit.
But remember,
But it's not going to be a $10
and
game.
when you say something
Yeah.
like, you motherfucker to this ref, you're going to be out of the fucking game. They're not going to take shit.
All right,
so you're
well, I'm
gonna
gonna
learn
be that
real
guy
quick,
then.
right? You're
What
gonna
if you
learn that
bring
real
these
quick.
guys and you're gonna pay them more money, and that's cool?
Yeah.
What happens if they suck? You're gonna fire them?
Well, that would be the idea.
You're gonna bring in an ice hockey guy
It'd be
and do
us.
floor hockey, right?
Yeah.
That would be the deal.
All right, but you would be the man and say, "This isn't working."
Right.
All right, I like it. Let's do it.
He just said it's not working. We got to do something different.
Right.
Let's do it.
I'm
So
paying a
that's what
lot
you
of
do.
money and
Change
it's not
shit.
working. But that's down the road. We got to first let Frank agree to this, you know? But I do think that this draft league is the way of the future. I really do. It's same thing. I run the basketball league on Sundays, and I have a lot of them saying.
Oh, shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. I have a lot of them saying.
I hate that league.
We don't want to run teams anymore. Why don't you do a draft league for this? We'd rather pay up front, show up, and just play basketball, and not have to worry about calling guys, not worry about collecting money. It really is a great way of going.
If you can get people to buy it, to be captains, if you can get enough captains that want to do this shit, it works. It's not hard.
No.
You just have to have the people. And when we started this, there was people who did not want to be captains, and all of a sudden they're coming out of the woodworks. Hey, I want to be a captain. I want to be a captain because it's freaking fun. It's awesome. You can come up with a cool team name.
I want to play basketball.
You can yell at your players.
I got
Paul.
a team looking for players.
Nah, on Sundays, though.
Yeah, that's tough. Bills.
There's no
Those
other room
games,
for it.
baby.
Sundays already runs into Sunday ice.
So,
or
it's-
floor hockey.
I mean, I love this, guys. I appreciate you inviting me in
Jim's
on
ready to
this.
go. You got any questions for us?
Yeah, about date tonight, Jim?
No, I don't. I'm sure.
Yeah, but you have a lady friend? Are we interrupting your lady friend time?
No.
Can we ask what
What's she
happened with
look
this
like?
lady friend?
What's she
Was
look
this
like?
Can we get into it?
Yeah,
Nah,
what's she
I'd
look
rather
like?
not.
Alright,
It's,
cool.
it's really something I can't.
Alright, cool.
So,
Especially if we go public.
yeah. Bad.
When,
I mean,
when
off the record we can talk about it, just not on. So,
Okay, we're
Is it
done.
blinking? No, it's still
Oh,
blinking.
it's still blinking. I missed the button.
well, I wanted to say thanks to everybody.
Okay, go.
Let's
It's
do
still
that.
going.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, I just honestly I want to thank you guys for having me on. I want to thank every player in this league, and honestly,
Even the last one picked.
Well, yeah, and everybody.
Did you know his name?
Joe Gallagher.
Joe Gallagher. Everybody knows Joe. That being said, what a great job with this podcast. The time you
Thank you,
guys
sir.
put in to help promote this
It's
league
fun.
is awesome. It's fun, and I'd love to do this again. So
Hell yeah. Next season.
You got any questions for us?
yeah, who's
What?
the next guest?
Oh, George, is it Rack?
No, Rack is going to be, George Rack is going to be the guest for the golf outing.
The golf outing, that's right.
We're going to be.
Well, there's a big lineup. I wasn't prepared for this question.
I'm thinking we got to get Rick Calto in here next.
Calto, yeah, let's get Calto in here because Calto has been taking some flack. He's been taking lots of shots.
What
we need
time
to,
is it?
We need to get him in here to.
Listen. He's not a cheater.
Oh shit, the wives
He
are down
did
here. We
nothing
gotta go.
wrong.
I know a shady guy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
People just hold grudges against me. That's cool.
That's it.
He's the badass.
We're out of here.
See you guys.
Thanks for
again.
hanging out.
Jesus Christ.
Show your tits. That's great.
You meet us and record it?
Oh yeah, we're still doing that. I know.
Are we gonna take
Save it for next time.
You definitely don't want to see
Where
my, you don't want to see my titties.
We can save it for next time. It's a great idea. Next time we have one, we'll do it.
It'll have to be done.
And we'll do it really, really good. Because I want to rush it. Because it's a fantastic
Can I
idea.
do it
just-
now, we're
can
gonna
I
rush
just
Actually, we
say-
do have a lot of.
Can I just say,
This is a lot of
Stop
content.
making fun of your children and the things that they do.
I know, right?
Stop being mean to your
They're gonna be
children.
in there, right?
You just let them
Listen,
do
I'm
what they
allowed to
want.
be weird. I'm for it.
Yeah.